Hi, my crafty friends. Okay, guys, I grabbed out some scrap fabric and I started doing squares 4x4. And then I was like, you know what? They need to be smaller. So I ended up cutting them all at 3x3. Once I got that done, then I just took this little pot and traced it onto some cardboard, and I'm going to cut that circle out. And then I also grabbed a smaller, like little plastic lid because we're going to make a flower out of all these little fabric pieces. So this is going to be kind of our base to that. And then the smaller one is going to be the center part. So you could use any cardboard you want. This is just some that I had on hand. And then what we're going to do is an easy peasy flower. So what we're going to do is, I wanted to tell you, first off, I thought that I was going to need to use my ironing board. That's what you see laying up there in the corner because some of the fabric was kind of crazy just from getting folded. But I was like, you know what? We don't even need to do that. So I set that aside. So I'm going to put a little glue dot right in the center of the 3x3 square and just kind of pinch it all together, kind of giving this look here. And so just be careful if you try this because the hot glue does get a little bit hot, but I'm trying not to put a whole lot of hot glue in there. So I'm just going to keep repeating that until they're all done. And I know some of you are going to ask me, how many did I do? I didn't count. I know I'm so terrible about this, but it also depends on the size of your circle, how close you want them together, how far apart you want them together. So there's a lot of variables in this. But what I did was I just started, once I got them all together, hot gluing them all around. Now the smaller circle that I cut out, I put that on top of the bigger one and traced around it. So I knew that was kind of my stopping point for the center of the flower. So just once I got them all done, then I would just kind of hot glue and just kind of start placing it together. Now mine are a little bit more separated. They're not all smushed together. Sometimes I would just kind of crunch them up in my hand just to kind of, this fabric is just almost like I don't know, it's like a gauze, but not really a gauze. And it frays really great, which you guys know I love that frayed look. So that's why I would just kind of crumple them up in my hands. So I just kind of kept working it. You'll also see there's some green fabric laying there. We're going to use that for the petals. Would that be petals? Yeah. Okay, petals. And then we're also going to have this freestanding. So I'm going to use one of the bigger dowel rods from the Dollar Tree, and then also one of those little wooden bases that we used, I think it was last week, to make the bunny out of. So with the leaves, I just kind of did a little bit in the center, folded the two edges back because these are going to go on to the dowel so they don't have to be perfectly perfect. I took a little screw here, started screwing the whole thing in, and then I had put it all on top of that. And look how stinking adorable this is. I love it. You guys, we could do so many different colors. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.